Alright everybody, welcome back to another video where me and my little brother sit here in the lanai on this chair right here and we talk about BMX. Last week's video was awesome and it's because you guys made it awesome. I'm glad that you guys enjoyed it so much, and at the end of the video we talked about this video being the most influential riders, and there was over 600 comments and we are so grateful for that. And it just gets us so excited about doing videos like this because I don't know, just seeing you guys excited about it and creating a conversation in BMX is definitely something that is important to me. I love BMX, love everything about BMX, and BMX has been my life for so long. BMX has literally been his life since he was born.
I know nothing else. Literally
so
nothing. That's all I got.
it's crazy to think about, but that really is true. And yeah, we love it, and we want to do our best to try to keep BMX around and keep BMX fun and keep BMX interesting. So let's get straight into this video. We decided to do the most influential riders in BMX. We asked you all for the comments and we made this off of the comments, all right? So this isn't like a poll that we did somewhere else. It's just off the comments on the YouTube channel, and Maddie has the proof right here. How many names were there?
52 names were mentioned.
That's
and
crazy.
then out of those 52 names, many names were mentioned a lot of times.
Yeah, they were.
Like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I think 600 comments put into 52 names. Pretty impressive.
So the game plan for this one was to do the top 5 names that we found on there. But due to a couple ties and a couple technicalities, there's going to be 7 that we're going to be talking about in here. And we're going to be watching the videos that I made for this one, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to get straight into this one, Matt. And the first rider that showed up on our list is somebody who was a huge inspiration for me, especially when the Et Knees Forward video came out.
I don't think it's a surprise, guys.
Everybody loves this dude, and this is Taj. And man, I'll remember, like for the rest of my life, I'll remember when that video came out and that feeling it gave me, like the motivation. It was literally the week of Woodward, when I went to Woodward for the first time. So I went, man, I was flying when I got there. Let me just put it that way. So we're going to watch Taj's Et Knees Forward part, and we're going to be talking about his riding, and yeah, we'll talk about him as a person and the style of riding, and you know, the way he pushed BMX, because I think that's the most important thing that we're going to be talking about today. So yeah, let's roll this one straight away. So this is Taj in Et Knees Forward. This video came out in 2001. And this was, I still think that this video is the most important video in BMX. The way all the different riders came together and how crazy the part was. I absolutely loved it. And Taj's style was so sick. I love that over crank arm grind. Alley-oop pegs to pedal to
that's
over.
So cool.
Alley-oop nose to disaster.
What I would do to ride a mini ramp session with Taj.
Yeah, right? Imagine that, like,
just
in
creativity and the different tricks that you just don't get to see anymore.
Look at this, like switch manual and then going into like an alley-oop tail tap. Love that.
He's got a nice down whip.
He does. He's got
like that cool like hanging into there.
Yeah, the way he like puts his like elbow up above it makes it.
I feel like that's like how a lot of people want a down whip, you know?
No doubt about it. There's a Woodward clip right there. Outdoor street. I love that.
Oh,
good use of a parking lot.
The channel gap between parking blocks.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That's crazy.
Nice.
Whoa.
See, 180 X up. It makes it look that cool.
This is cool
off of
looking,
a car
yeah.
or curb. That's crazy.
Oh, that was crazy looking. He slid so good.
How crazy is that to bump jump
was...
off of a sub box to ice pick above that? And this is like when curved wall rides became like a thing in BMX, was because of this video. Now this skate park right here, I believe it was in Olympus, Washington. I think Taj had something to do with the skate park, whether he was like part owner or something about it, but the skate park never officially opened. The building became condemned because there was an earthquake that happened there, and yeah, they condemned the building.
You were gonna say Taj shut it down in one video.
No, I mean he really did though. Like
it looks like he just knows every line.
Yeah, he did.
Whoa, that was so cool.
Exactly. You're gonna say that over and over again in this video part because his riding, like in this video, man, it pushed BMX so far, and it was a direction that like nobody was doing at the time, and like honestly, the tricks that you're gonna see here, nobody else did. It's like he did it and shut it down. Look at this alley-oop 360 wall ride. Look at that channel. That was no joke.
Far.
Look at that. That is terrifying, dude. What a crazy trick.
Not for him.
I love this skate park.
Whoa!
At Skate Street in Ventura. Here he goes, sending crazy gap to wall ride, and like I said, nobody was doing stuff like this at the time. over crank arm grind, down
Oh,
over
that
the
was
curb.
so good.
It really
Off the
is.
curb cut.
There's a wall ride to downside tail off of that huge gap
Is
right
this
there.
a poster?
Yes, I believe it was.
I think it was, right?
Look at that.
I feel like that. Boom. I can just picture that.
It's amazing. It really is so good. And yeah, what an amazing video part. Well, look at this one. I forgot about this clip.
Flying. Yeah, that's like
Epic.
iconic, huh?
It really is. That is. Oh, I'm telling you, BMX, like the street, the way you look at street after his video part, like it opened up the doors. People were just trying the crazy stuff off of the craziest things. What a crazy setup right here, though. Crazy down whip, steep bank,
Terrifying, picture perfect. Just
wet tires, possibly wet pedals. So yeah, so
crazy.
Taj, he made it on the list. But the truth is, Taj actually tied another rider on this list, and we're going to show you both of them right now. And hopefully, whoever is doing the landscaping isn't going to be too distracting. That's over there. That's a couple houses over, but we're going to keep rolling with it.
So much
And
damn landscaping business to get into, huh?
yeah, down here, yes, possibility. So, but either way, we're going to move on. Don't even worry about the landscaping. They should be done in a jiffy. They had the same exact amount of votes on this one, and this rider is such an important rider to BMX. This rider has been around forever. Like, he's the most consistent rider that has ridden at such a high level from such an early
The
on.
longest career in
Yes.
BMX. 1,000%.
Absolutely. And from me being a fan of this rider when I was a kid, when I got into BMX in the mid-90s, and then being somebody who was on teams with him and has gone on trips with him, like, it's been wild to see, like, this is a guy that I think BMX has kept him so young. I feel like he has been 19 for about 30-something years
Yeah.
at this point.
Well,
And
he
he
just
still
did
he still is 19.
He just did a street edit, like, recently. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, it was
He
wild,
did that,
too.
and then at the same time, he's just still doing 900s and stuff like that.
We're going to
Like,
get to that. So this rider is Dennis McCoy, DMC.
Oh, that would have been a
And,
fun guest one. Like, who did a street
Yeah,
edit
right.
and did a 900 in the past 5 years?
It's
No, I don't
crazy
know.
to think about, but we're going to talk about it. I ended up finding this video clip right here that we're going to be starting with. This was JH Edits, and it was, and this is going to show like him from the beginning, because like
That is
truth is like,
amazing.
for being an all-around rider, a guy that's been he was a flatland dude, he was a park dude, he like you said, he did a street edit. He's also a vert medalist. Like, this dude was
Whoa.
no joke, and he had some tricks back then.
DMC.
Yeah, he still is such a beast. I haven't seen Dennis in a while, but like his Instagram, he has the best archive of riding footage of anybody that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, and he has every
Wow.
date and everything memorized of when he did this, where he was. It's unbelievable. Like, if you're ever hanging out with him, like, he will just pull out his phone and he will show you. But it's crazy to see how much time has changed in BMX and his style of riding. And yeah, we're gonna switch drastically from a flatland trick to a 540 bar spin
On a
vert.
vert.
Yeah,
That's insane.
yeah, crazy to think about. But what's wild to me is I feel like Dennis, for somebody who has so many flatland tricks and was so good at flatland, he like really kind of just like left flatland and just turned into a park rider and turned into a vert rider, and just never like really goes back to flatland. And like, you really don't get to see his style of flatland, yeah, which is interesting. That was pretty cool.
Wow.
360 no for the can, but like inward. Nice 1.5 truck driver back flip, no
Whoa.
footer over the box. And I decided to put in a run from Dennis's 1998 X Games, and there's a couple really cool tricks in here I think you're going to get amped up on. Nice 540 tail tap invert run, which is very DMC like. Look at that alley-oop
Alley-
270
yeah.
to
Wow.
Smith. And then he actually ends off this one with a flare right here.
It's gotta be.
Yeah, but I just think that's so mid-school BMX. Love the way that one looked. And then the last thing we're going to watch is Dennis getting a bronze medal in 2014 X Games Austin. And this just shows, I mean, I don't know exactly how old he would be in 2014. I believe he's like around 47 or somewhere around there. I didn't do the math off the top of my head because I think he was 50 in 2017. But in 2016, he ended up getting a bronze medal, so that's crazy.
I
So
watched
he was
this.
about 49 years old, and he got a bronze medal at X Games, which is nuts. But I couldn't really find any good
There
quality
it is.
footage.
Ching,
But
ching,
look
ching,
at
ching. Wow.
that was in 2014, so only 10 years ago.
900.
Yeah, and I believe he's like, dude, he's got to be like 57 right now. So yeah, so shout out to DMC for being an amazing rider, and you could definitely go and check out his Instagram. We're going to put right here. He's always posting up amazing riding footage, and throughout his whole career, which is super cool. We love DMC, and we're glad that he was able to get on this list. So the next rider we're going to move on to is a rider that both of us know really well. We love this guy. It's Ryan Nyquist. I've been a fan of him since I was a kid. Maddie ended up doing that Suey no-handed contest with him.
Did a game of bike.
The game of bike.
I whooped him, but
but it was back and
it
forth.
was a lot
It
of
was
fun.
awesome.
It was one of the
epic.
coolest things that's happened in my BMX career for sure.
I'm going to put that video at the end of this one,
Yeah.
just because if
That was
any
a
of you,
blast.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
The way I really loved when we were doing those challenges like that, when we were doing the Legends League
The
stuff.
Legends League, yeah.
It was fun. I'd love to do it again. It's just really difficult. I mean, for it all to come together the way it did the first time was really cool with you and Nyquist, and then Corey with Morgan.
Yeah, it was a
we were always
blast.
talking about getting Dom to play a game of bike against Garrett Reynolds.
Maybe we'll bring it back up.
I don't recommend anybody
Let us know if you
ever
wanna see
playing a
it.
game of bike against Garrett Reynolds.
Could be a quick one, but it would be really fun.
But either way, back to Nyquist. We love this dude. He's had such an amazing BMX career. The stuff that he's accomplished is unbelievable. And we're going to start this one off with a 2000 X Games contest run. So we'll click it right now.
Are you sure? That looks recent.
It's 2000. And for him being an influential rider, yeah, I can only imagine how many people were running them.
Yes.
Making
Yes.
dolphin noises there. Running them.
Also one of the
sweet
most
shapes.
interesting characters.
Yeah, he really is. From the beginning, too. So this course is sick. Let me just say that. Back for bar spin. Truck to truck back. And then they had this like weird
Whoa,
I
I've
don't
never
even-
seen that.
Yeah, in the middle of the run. That was a
Had to be
triple,
triple, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
triple no-handed truck driver over the last jump. And yeah, this was, man, I loved X Games at this point. It was just huge, man. It was so new and exciting. And this is the only place where you get to see these riders. You know, X Games over the years, I think its biggest competition has been the internet and also social media, because you had to wait until this time of year to see Ryan Nyquist
Yeah.
do the crazy stuff that he did. And, you know, now you get to see it on Instagram. So I think that there's the truck to truck back, but the last one, and look how late this triple truck driver is.
Wing,
He is
wing,
waiting
wing,
forever.
wing.
He had to rotate almost 450 just to get the triple truck around. Look at when he comes around here.
Wow. Can
Pretty
you imagine how
insane.
heavy that front end on that bike is?
Yeah, right.
Probably pretty difficult to get it going, you know?
So we're going to
But-
keep on rolling with Ryan Nyquist, and we're going to show you the Drop at the Hammer video, which came out in
Ooh.
2005. And this video, man, I love this time frame of Ryan Nyquist's riding. I think that this was, man, this is my favorite time frame of Ryan Nyquist. I think this was an awesome mix of the early Nyquist, but also, you know, him, with so many new school tricks, and it was really cool.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was
That's
pretty
sick.
cool. Yeah, look at Rocket.
A rocket
Curvara.
Curvara?
Nice 720 over a huge dirt jump. Very versatile BMX rider. He actually even rode vert competitions too, which is nuts. But like 540 nose pick, very cool. That's a Rocket X-up backflip. Pretty crazy. Look at that, dude. He didn't
That
even
was cool.
Didn't even put his hands back on.
Nothing to rocket.
Nothing, yeah. Nice low
Whoa.
flare. I thought that was surprising, right? So that's why
Yeah.
I really liked this video part for Nyquist, because there are so many original cool tricks that are in this part, man. I think it really shows how versatile his riding is. Look at that no-footed
How does he
toothpick
do that
to
so
down whip.
easy?
This is at skate carry. There's some
Great
crazy
skateboard.
gaps here. Look at this one. This gap,
Oh!
that bail is terrifying. I wonder if he stayed on, how far that thing
Oh!
was gone. Yeah, that was no
He was
joke.
going to land in disaster on the other quarter.
Yeah, he might have. Look at that. Bar
Oh, no
over, the
way.
Bar back. Yeah, very
That's
cool.
pretty wild.
Suey to late double truck. I'm telling you, this I love this
Wow,
video part,
carbon
man, for
flipping
Ryan
back.
Nyquist. I think this really tells the story about his riding the best way. That was
very cool.
really impressive.
Whoa.
That was scary, really narrow one. Look how high he blasts his hip though.
Yeah, I just love that Nyquist has been as consistent as physically possible for as long as physically possible.
Yeah. No,
Like,
you're right.
there's no doubt in my mind that we could refilm all these clips right now.
Oh,
1,000% he could redo every single one of these,
he
you know?
could. But this was no joke. I love that. I'll be 360 over that gap right there. Look at this. This is the worst looking
Why would you
box
want
jump
a
ever
720
built.
then?
I don't know why. Dude, he likes some weird ramps.
Oh,
How
no,
crazy.
no.
Yeah. Double bar out of that wall ride too. I saw, dude, there is some gnarly stuff in this video part, dude.
Tooth grind. That might be the longest one I've ever seen.
Yeah, right. Flip off the
street flip, yeah.
Look at this 450 drop off that wall. Ridiculous rail.
Streetquist.
Yeah, dude, this is nuts. And I think that this was a perfect part to show for him being the most influential, one of the most influential riders. What a beast, man.
Nyquist is a beast.
He really
He's
is.
very fun to ride with. Very awesome person.
He's just a cool dude,
Yep.
like everybody loves Ryan Nyquist. This is a good one. I love how he
completely
goes the X up. 540 double bar spin. And then here's the banger.
Swing.
This was his first 720 bar spin. Done in the second rotation right there. So yeah, shout out to Ryan Nyquist for being one of the most influential and most consistent riders in BMX. We are such a huge fan of you, and yeah, we absolutely love your riding. So the next rider got put in here as a technicality, and I wasn't going to put this rider in there, but then Maddie was like, you have to. He goes, there's people voting you in here. I guess I just blew it right there.
Just ruined it all.
Voting you in here. Yeah, it's me. But I told him if I'm going to do this one, I'm going to do this one right, and I'm going to tell this one as if it's a third person.
Let's see who our next rider is.
This is going to be fun.
The next rider on the list is none other than Scotty Cranmer.
So we're going to get straight into it. Scotty Cranmer was a BMX rider that came out of nowhere on the scene in 2003. And yeah, let's just roll it. We got a lot of footage
They
to go
haven't
over.
forgotten him since.
Yeah, so here we go. Scotty Cranmer, this is 2003. That was his first
the flip
pro
whip over the
contest.
hip. One of my favorite clips.
Yeah, where he showed up at the Metro Jam, qualified first.
Carving fast
Which
plant.
was crazy. Yeah, exactly.
That
That's the
doesn't
thing.
happen.
Scotty Cranmer did a lot of very unique tricks, and especially being only 16 years old, as you're seeing right here. That was actually the first competition he ever won right there. Then he went on to go on and get X Games podiums, do tour
Next to
podiums.
Dave Mirra and Ryan Nyquist.
Exactly, man, which is
Wow.
crazy. So I figured I would show his competition, run here. Ended up winning do tour and the X Games, which is pretty impressive stuff, man. And now we're gonna go over some of his riding, all the tricks that were, really, I think crucial to his career and really showed off, his time frame of BMX. So this,
I like the street.
Yeah, this was all the way back in 2006 or 7 or something like that. These were the Felt BMX promos, and these were like some of the first web videos, like that kind of went like viral in BMX. And he just had a really unique look on BMX. He wanted to make it his own. He wanted to be different than everybody, but also push the sport the best he could. Like he knew he was a competition rider that had big tricks, but he also wanted to be that tech rider at the same time. And I think it's because he was influenced by so many amazing BMX riders over the years. But look at that. Whip to manual to whip again. Yeah, the Felt videos were super cool.
Wow.
But also in the Felt videos is when he did some crazy tricks like this. Here is the front flip tail up over the box. That was the first one ever landed ever. Actually, technically, that would be the second one because he ended up doing it, and then the camera malfunctioned, so he had to do it again.
No way.
Yeah, but he did it both
And
times.
that one, chainless, shouldn't have happened, but it did.
360 backflip, turn down to fakie.
What
and
the
this
heck?
is from, like I said,
the front flip drop.
We're going through the timeline right here of all the tricks, like through the career. And
What the
yeah,
heck?
this was a cool video part. I think this one was filled with a lot of scary tricks.
This is one of the craziest things that's ever been filmed.
Yeah, this was a scary one. Just look how long the free fall is there. Yeah, that was a big.
That's into a 7-foot mini ramp, by the way.
That was big.
It's not like a little mini ramp. That's insane.
That was no joke. This one I threw in here just to show the versatile tricks in there. That was a switch 360 one-footed tabletop over the spine. Turn around with a straight double truck over it. That was the first 900 that he ever did and ever
Wow,
tried.
really?
Yeah. Oh, this was from the Fox video part. I thought this one had a lot of versatile tricks, like a lot of different stuff.
Until you're at that skate park, you can't even tell how big that is.
Ridiculous.
It's unreal.
That was some scary stuff right there. So I like this one because it's versatile. There's a lot of weird tricks that you don't really see riders doing in here. From that crazy Fufanu, the double tail up onto the top,
And use of the BMX track,
tire tap, front flip.
Like a trick that still no one is
nobody even has
experimenting.
brakes to do it.
Well, we just did that video. No one's got brakes to do it anymore.
So here's some more of the current stuff. Where his riding was. The YouTube channel. This was a fun one.
Whip into everything.
Here's
this is a still never ever gonna be ever done clip again.
This one came up on the spot. Peg manual all the way around. Have no idea why he came up with this one, and then decided that he can kick a tail out of it.
How is that even possible?
That was ridiculous. It really was. Oh, here's some clips from the band's, the video illustrated from his part. Crazy tire ride up a.
I like the mountain bike-ish setup.
Well, it's
really
actually
cool.
a snowboard.
Really?
Setup. Yeah. And then
There's no way.
Yeah, here's some other crazy tricks just to show how versatile he was as a rider. And
Peg grab?
Yeah, I ended up doing a tire grab off that. I don't know why. Or he did, sorry. Nice little street trick he invented. But then, I don't know why, everything just fell off the rails. And he's been a shell of himself ever since. It's just, he really, has gone downhill. I just don't know what is going on here. Like, even the most minor tricks, he just can't get it right.
It looks a little stiff.
He's very stiff. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive,
Dramatic change, but
can't even get out of the foam pit anymore by himself. It's been a real dramatic, change over the years. But
he looks like he's having fun.
Yeah, I'd say so. So we're gonna put this one in there. We're gonna have some fun with it. But I appreciate you guys putting my name on there. That was pretty cool, and it was cool to go back and just make that video and get to just look back at those tricks I did. And I'm pretty, I have said it a million times. I'm just super grateful of my BMX career, and I am honored to have influenced people over the years. And crazy stuff, man. But very grateful for it all. And we're going to keep things rolling. And the next rider that ended up on the list is someone I absolutely love. This guy was such, like, I just looked at this guy as such an impossible rider just because he was so much better than everybody else in so many different ways. His style, his approach, his tricks. I absolutely love this guy. And he was so cool as well. Mike Aitken. I know a lot of you guys expected to see him on the list, and I'm glad. I'm glad that's the case because he absolutely deserves to be on this list. And the video that we're going to be watching is going to be a bunch of clips, actually, that were filmed in the East Coast, and a lot of them in New Jersey.
Oh, yeah?
He's a rider from Utah. This was all done on a Fox trip, I believe, when we were on the Pedal to the Metal tour, a tour that I was on with him. So, yeah, I've spent a lot of time with Mikey over the years, and, let's get this rolling right now. So this is actually at Area 51. Wow. And he was the coolest dude. Still is the coolest dude. And I absolutely loved being able to go on trips with him and just, hang out with him. He was so nice to me, especially for me being a younger rider. Some Incline Club clips. I figured that's pretty much some of the reasons why I want to do it. But
Maple Shade.
Yeah, Maple Shade. It's just all New Jersey skate parks. I figured it'd be fun for us to break down.
That's cool.
But this is some trails in, I believe, that's like, either Posh or Caddy or something. Sayreville.
Yep.
Wow. And there's Chase Hawk, who really close made it on this list. Brian Foster, who's also almost on this list as well. Very, very close. But look at the style, man. Everything he did, he just made it look so good. And he can ride everything. Skate parks, street, dirt, you name it, man. He was the best at it, man. He really was. And he made everything look good. Everything that he did just looked so proper. And some people just have it.
I would say, isn't it just crazy? He's just like born with that perfect style.
He doesn't have to do it. It's just,
and like everyone just wants the Aitken style. Like everyone would want a 180 a box like that.
Isn't it crazy? Here's another Sayreville line. Like just you've never seen that in Sayreville. He just shows up there, a guy from Utah, and just goes to one of our local skate parks and shuts it down. But how do you make a no-footer to turn down look so good? it's something like I wouldn't even try to do because I'd make it look so stupid, well, especially now. But yeah, amazing rider, and so glad that we were able to put him on this list. But these next clips that are coming up really show how diverse his riding is. I mean, like, yeah, we are used to seeing him riding dirt and, of course, making it look good. But when you get to see him ride some street and also some weird stuff like this, like, look at that.
Oh, that was sick.
Yeah, 360 fast plant to fakie.
Yeah.
Nice wall ride to turn down at the top of that thing. Also at the top of it. Crazy to think about. Ooh.
Whoa.
Yeah, like I guess it would be like a three look back fakie. Nice little transfer there. Another Sayreville
Apparently
line.
he likes Sayreville.
Yeah, no, he shut it
He got a
down.
kick
Him
out
and
of it.
BF were just killing it.
Oh, he did the
Yeah,
manual?
over the top of it.
Dang.
Of course, did it too. Fast
Wow.
180 into
Off
that.
off the sub box, too.
Yeah, ridiculous. Here's another Incline Club clip.
Oh, that was so wild.
Yeah, it's the Ward 180 transfer. And then that's what he loved the most, though, was riding dirt. And he made it look so freaking good. So, yeah, we absolutely love Mike Aitken, and we are so glad that we got to put him on this list and be able to talk about him. Oh, I put this one on here as a bonus. Here's the ice pick to fakie that was
Holy
at the Roots
crap.
Jam, and I was a kid that was there watching, and this was the best competition I've ever seen in my life, and I got to see Mike Aitken do that one. It just goes to show just how impressive of a rider he
Wow.
is. And yeah, I figured out we had to put that one in there. So shout out to Mike Aitken for being, a legendary BMX rider and one of the best to do it. And God, he was the coolest guy. Still is the coolest guy. We love Mike Aitken. But yeah, we're moving on to, that was our third most on the list.
Yep.
And we're moving on to the
Number two.
And either of these riders, they were both right there. They almost had the same exact amount. And it's crazy because one of the riders talks about the other rider in here, which is super cool. So, and I don't know if Maddie's ever seen this one before. He might have. And if he hasn't, he should see it. But I decided to use the trailer for the Birth of Big Air. This is Matt Hoffman's
I have seen it.
30 for 30. Okay, good.
Yep.
So the trailer is just so epic, and the way that everybody talks about him is so cool. And I figured there's no better way. Let's just have
Matt
this one.
freaking
Matt
Hoffman.
Yes, he is just. He's the best. He really is, man. What he's done for BMX, whatever we can say is an understatement. And like I said, I'm just gonna play this Birth of Big Air one, and there's a lot of amazing riders and people talking about him. So let's enjoy it. Here we go.
If you know anything about BMX, you know who Matt Hoffman
Tony
is.
Hawk.
Yep.
And maybe that's all you know.
That's super cool.
Everybody knew, like, right off the bat, Matt came out.
He looks so
This shady
like he
little
looked
kid
like
in
he was ready
Oklahoma
to go.
just
Yeah.
blasting.
Sort of a style of riding.
Yeah, he's like the
People
face of
Look at those
BMX,
tricks.
you know?
He
Like, just
won
like...
his first pro contest.
Oh,
and finished second for I don't know how long.
That was the beginning of the Matt era. Had to pretty much accept that you're fighting
Breakless.
for second place.
oh,
900 no-hander. Look at this moment.
yeah.
He went higher
Look at
than
K-Rob,
everyone
I
else.
love
He
that.
did better tricks than everyone else.
Huge
invented
double
most of the
whip.
tricks that
There's that
everyone
first
else did.
900
He
he
paid
ever
the
did.
price, man. He's
How?
He's physically paid the price and beaten on his
K-Rob.
body.
There's not an extremity he hasn't broken in a violent manner.
One doesn't come without the other. You know, like, if you're gonna have fun, you're gonna be woken up unconscious pretty often.
Oh, no.
Oh, that was bad.
Matt don't care. He just wants to have fun and go high on his bike.
Yeah, so do
We
you.
knew that
Yeah.
bigger ramps have the possibility to make us go higher, but no one was willing to go double the size.
In order to go higher, he needed the speed, and that's why he's towed in by a motorcycle.
You just start laughing because you're like, whatever, dude, this is real.
It's like people are still trying to catch up.
Wow, that's
Where he
so
was at
crazy.
15
Imagine
years
making a 30-foot marker and be like, yeah, let's see what happens.
Hold it or skip through the ground. That
Oh,
moment, it was
jeez.
everything.
Oh my
Ugh.
goodness. So we're gonna continue on with some more clips from that actual session right there when he was setting the height record. So he did this one like out in the field, like in Oklahoma where he lived, and huge ramp. Imagine getting towed in, like straight at a quarter
No,
pipe
I couldn't,
by a
actually.
motorbike. Like that is just insane to me, man. Unfreaking believable. Look at the height. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, you can tell, man. This is there is not much room for error. That was Matt Hoffman in a nutshell. This guy pushed BMX so far, And we all owe him so much in BMX because you got to remember, not only did he do the first 900 or do the first flare, but he also slid the first handrail.
Really?
Yes, so long
No
ago.
way.
Yes, so Matt Hoffman is the most important rider in BMX. I think it's safe to say
He
that.
got it to the level that is at 1,000%.
We owe him
Yeah.
everything, man. So very honored to have got to meet Matt Hoffman, you know, one of my idols. And it's crazy to think about.
Real quick, you want to
yeah,
hear
what?
my favorite story ever? When we were at Morgan Wade's house, and Dom Simoncini is sitting there playing Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX 2, I think it was. He's literally playing, and then Matt Hoffman walks through the door into Morgan Wade's house, and Dom is just like, dude, I'm literally playing Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX with Matt Hoffman right now.
And just imagine, like, somebody like Dom, right? Like, you know, he would have never, ever thought in his life that would ever happen.
No! You're playing someone's video game with them.
That was cool.
It's just like, that must be the top moment. Like, I got to witness it. That was the craziest thing ever, you know?
Yeah,
but
like, it's the thing. That's what it feels like. It's a simulation. Like, at this point, man,
seriously
and stuff, like, when things like that happen, you're like, this is Matt Hoffman.
I've just
What's the
never
chance
laughed
of him
so
being
hard.
in the
like,
middle of nowhere,
Tom
Texas,
just like
you know?
sitting on the floor looking at Matt Hoffman playing Matt Hoffman. It was just like, what? How does
Pretty
this
epic,
happen?
But Matt, we love you. BMX loves you, and yeah, super glad that we got to showcase your riding. So we're going to move on to the next rider, and this one should be no surprise to
Number
any
one.
of you. So this is Dave Mirra. Dave Mirra was man. It's unbelievable to think of what Dave Mirra did to BMX. He pushed BMX so far, and he made BMX cool.
Yeah.
You know, like he took BMX and he was the rock star,
The
of
superstar
our sport,
of,
you know,
like-
and like he did it so well. He was such a great ambassador of our sport, and we all owe so much. I owe my career to Dave Mirra, I really do, because if it wasn't for Dave Mirra pushing BMX like he did, I would have never had the opportunity to, you know, have a career of BMX, to be able to make money off of BMX.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm grateful for that, but it's so much more than that, man, because he gave me somebody to look up to as I was growing up, and man, it was an honor to be able to ride against him, to be able to call him a friend, for him to ask me to be in Sentence to Life.
Yeah, I couldn't
That's
imagine.
so freaking crazy. I still look back at that, and that's like one of the biggest achievements of my life, you know. So we're going to watch a X Games thing that they did for him. It was called like the X Games Most Dominant, and yeah, I think this is the best way to do it. So let's just roll this one. Dave Mirra, X Games Most Dominant. So it's like a World of X Games.
I don't
feature.
think I ever realized how far I was going to take it or what was going to come of it, but I knew I was going to ride every day.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what's so great about it, man. He loved BMX. What a beast.
I turned pro in 1992.
Oh, look at that.
There was Jay Mirra, Dennis McCoy, Matt Hoffman, myself.
You're
Matt
just getting all
Hoffman,
them
what
shout-outs.
he's done for the sport is enormous. I kind of joke with Matt all the time and say, yeah, man, I should be giving you like a percentage of
See
what I make.
See what I mean?
The Condor may be
Like, Matt
BMX's
Hoffman
founding
is
father,
the most
but Dave
important.
Mirra's smooth riding and big amplitude elevated the sport to the mainstream.
Yeah, he took it to the masses.
His name
that's why his
equals
name is on the
BMX
list
as
now.
far as the public is concerned.
Look at the height.
Oh!
He landed with his bars back.
That was 2.5.
Is on fire once again.
It's a full-time job to ride vert, and it's a full-time job to ride streets, and now it's trying to collaborate and put, I guess, equal amount of times to both of them to stay on top. I would love to have a conversation with somebody that says that what we do isn't considered a sport. At least probably out there playing golf.
The
Look at the
gold-plated
gold
bike.
bike.
That was
Where the
epic,
Miracle
man.
Boy
That
made
was
his
the coolest.
It's just hard to be cooler than that,
No,
you know?
dude,
Like, you
it's-
cannot.
Well, he did it naturally.
Yeah.
It's not like he tried to.
High expectations on myself to ride.
That was the one where he won and I got second. That X Games right there with the gold bike, which I'm very honored about. He even went on like Letterman
To win an
said
X
that I should have
Games,
won, which is
you have to
Wow,
be willing to
really?
take the risk
Crazy.
of all the
Letterman,
things.
that's just
You go to
insane,
the
by the
X
way.
Games with your mindset that I'm going as big as I can. And
he just rolled the dice. You see that? Oh, that double kick.
it's only one event a year. If you can
Oh,
win
the
X
doubles.
Oh, the doubles events.
Yeah.
You can skip all the smaller events. X Games is it.
Mirra manhandled the X Games, winning gold in 10 of the 13 events
Wow.
he entered between 1996 and 2001.
Oh, that's
His
insane.
ability to overcome mistakes earned Mirra his nickname.
But I remember him doing a flip whip over the spine, and there was a slight hip to the right, and he landed a little bit funny, went up and done a 270 tire tap.
How crazy. The iconic Mirra tire tap.
That's why we call him the Miracle Boy.
Yeah, that's
How did he pull
That's why
that
they call him the Miracle Boy, because he just makes miracles happen.
I wasn't at that X Games.
Really
I was when
proud
I
of the
broke my
fact
leg,
that
and I
the
remember
first
watching it just
5
being like,
years
oh
of
my
park,
goodness.
You know, I won a gold medal, and I don't think anybody's come close to that record yet. The memories that I have and the things I've learned through what I do,
Insane.
you know, on and off the bike has been just, it's been priceless.
Oh my goodness. Oh, and I put this one here. That was a clip that I saw when I showed you Mike Aitken earlier. That's when Dave Mirra flew from that wall, and that was, to me, like, me being in that crowd right there and seeing that moment made me the BMX rider again for sure. That was a huge part in it. But we love Dave Mirra. We miss Dave Mirra.
It's a heavy one.
Dave Mirra, and
That's
everybody
crazy.
misses Dave Mirra. And I'm grateful for everything he's done for BMX. And I am grateful for the opportunities that he's given me through BMX too. So that is going to be it for this most influential rider. But now we have another call out. We are going to ask you guys right now. We're going to do a trick one. I wanted to do a trick one in this one. I figured this will be a really, really cool thing. Let's do the best tabletop in BMX. Who has the best tabletop in BMX? And we're going to do a list of this one. You guys got to put in the comments below.
But you can't all just put my name. Not everybody, okay?
Right.
Like, make it a couple other riders. We need a top 5.
But I want you guys to do it this way too, all right? I want you guys to think of, like, when you think of the best tabletop in BMX, who's the first name that pops in your head? And if you could remember, like, a tabletop from a video part or a clip or something, if you guys can put it in there, I would love that, so we can go and find that one and put it out there. And
this would be fun.
I think it's
I'm
going to be
excited.
super cool because the tabletop is such an important trick in BMX. It is like the most, you know, natural, iconic trick. Like, that was something when I learned it, I was like, finally. Like, it's so hard to do right. It's so hard to, you know, to trust, to be able to throw your feet off, to be able to tuck your knees.
Some
to be
people
able
could
to
just
tuck
do
your
it
body
easily,
in.
though, which I don't
You're
get.
right.
Like, some people are just naturally gifted to crank a tabletop, you know?
You're
Then there's a bunch of us dummies that are trying to turn our feet all funny and do all this different stuff. Like, we're like, why is it not doing
But there's
it?
people that do it the best, and I want to see who your best tabletops are in BMX. And yeah, maybe I'll throw a couple in there if some pop into my head too, if I don't see them in the comments. But I think it would be really cool. So if you can give me some of the best tabletops in the comments, let's do this one. And let's do another awesome video talking about BMX and give BMX the shine that it deserves. So once again, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed this one. And go to the comments right now. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.